Hi, welcome in my own sweatshop. Um, I say sweatshop because I'm sewing and I'm making things that if it wasn't for the money, I probably wouldn't have done. Right now I'm just sewing. Well, it's really dark. I have no idea if you can see it. Well, I'm sewing an women's handbag, and it's made out of original fabric from the Vandy store, with the two F signs on it. Oh, I don't know if you can see it. You probably can't. And I'm making this for a lady because somebody gave her this piece of fabric. And I don't know what it is. Of course, it's an Italian brand, so probably that's a feeling of it's ours. But Italians go just like crazy over it. Oh, it's a brand. It's real. But what is real? It's just fabric. And if I'm honest, it's just lousy fabric because it's like I'm sewing paper. So it's not even a nice piece of fabric. So normally, let's say, if I would live in an equal money system and I had my basic income, I wouldn't be sewing this handbag. And every time somebody's coming in, just the last few days while the fabric was lying here, when I was just designing the model, people just go really crazy over this fabric. And I only see black, inflexible fabric, nothing more, nothing less. And they say, oh, that's great. That must be it's going to be a really nice handbag. Well, that depends on me, doesn't it? Because if I make a horrible model, it won't be a nice handbag. It doesn't depend on the brand of the fabric. So, well, I say sweatshop. Well, there's no sweating here because lucky enough today it's above 13 degrees Celsius. But within the cold season now, it's quite cold inside my sweatshop. And normally this is also the part where I go, fuck, what is going to happen? Because this is a really tough part. I have to sew the fabric in some kind of a curve, but that's impossible because it's inflexible. So I maybe better say, what the frick is happening here? So I like that one. It's the same when I was still living in Holland, when parents said to their children, well, it's not so polite to say shit all the time, because there was a time, I think there's still a time, that people said for almost nothing shit. But it's the energy that goes with it by saying shit. And the parents said, well, you better say chips, because that's a polite word. But is it? Is chips a polite word when you just bring it with so much energy? The same as when you say shit? Well, I think it's the same. So what are you learning, your child? You're learning that it's okay to say horrible things or dishonest things, because saying shit won't mean you're being dishonest. But in a lot of cases it is, because you don't want to name it. And then you say, well, I won't say shit, I will say ships. And then it just is less violent and less aggressive, less harmful. Well, isn't it just a deception? Nice way to bring your kids up. Just learning them how to deceive. And they will learn from you. I will give you that on a piece of paper. Because they will. They learn from your actions. They never learn from your words. Or maybe they confront you with your words, your own children. But they see what you do. And what you do, that's what counts. Only that counts. Oh, horrible, horrible, this fabric. Well, this lady is probably going to be happy with it. Because now she has a handbag made with original Vandy fabric, and it's an original model because I made it up. She knows that I'm not really expensive because I looked up in the internet and I saw that a handbag from a really a branded handbag can be over $200 euros, or maybe also dollars. I don't know. I have no idea what handbags cost in the United States. But isn't it stupid to just pay so much money for only a handbag made out of fabric? Well, if it's made out of leather, it's the same stupid thing, because that's what I learned from this lady where my client got the fabric from. I bought some leather pieces at her place too to make handbags last summer. And well, I was just amazed about the price, because I had quite a big piece of leather, soft, and then I had to pay €4. I was thinking like, what? Is this some kind of a bee choice, or what is happening here? And she said, no, you better not tell it around, but, well, now I'm doing, it's the internet. But leather isn't that expensive. We just make it expensive. Once we make handbags or coats or whatever, trousers out of it, we just say to people, yeah, well, it's leather, so it must be expensive. Well, another deception, isn't it? So she said, now you know, your materials are cheap. You can make, let's say, for 14, 15 euros, you can make a nice handbag. Materials only. So then you can sell it for a nice price. And you have a lot of profit. Well, I say puke on it, because you cannot do that. It's just robbing money from somebody. Well, maybe that someone has the money, but it doesn't mean that you have to steal it from them, because it's plain stealing. To say, oh, this is a really good product, a valuable product. And in fact, it is leather, is strong, and is mostly going to last for a long time, but we don't have to make a big deal out of it.